phenomena, the gold standard, 600 calories, the mystery store. We the ones, we the elite, all elite training by Justin Rollins. The revolution, join the revolution elite. Tony gonna terminate, Skylar taking over, Dawn absolute boss. The revolution, join the revolution elite. All elite. Gibson is going to absolute failure. Jose taking it next level, Kate keeping it real. Big one at Barnett making history. The next level, we made the level. One-on-one, we the ones, we elite. Austin is the future, elite is the now. Justin Rollins and the best of the best there is, there was, there ever will.
Welcome to All Elite Talk by Justin Rollins. This is the debut episode. That's right, number 1 for All Elite Training by Justin Rollins. We're going to decide to do a little podcast here. With me today, Mr. John Gibson.
Hey guys.
Behind me on Saturday mornings, and our number 1 producer right here, the brains behind the outfit, Jose. We're going to try and do this every week here, Gibson. We're going to be in here and see what we can come up with, have a little fun, talk about the community, talk about this whole crazy thing that is All Elite Training. How you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Ready to keep everybody up to date. What's going on, the happenings, big stuff coming this year.
Got some huge stuff. We're going to talk about what is All Elite Training. Nice segue. Today's podcast, we're going to just talk about, for those of you who do not know, what is All Elite Training. And I tell you what, brother, we've had a heck of a run so far.
This thing has been a roller coaster from start to finish.
Roller coaster, start to finish. Well, funny story. I don't think either one of y'all know this. It was actually going to be next level training by Justin Rollins. This whole thing came together so quick, and we're going to get into it today, how it happened. Next level training, I was about to register the thing, and I clicked on next level training by Justin Rollins. It was taken. I'm like, who else is doing
This
that?
other Justin.
Who's this other Justin cat ripping me off? And then I tried to change the spelling on next, tried to change spelling on level, and I got so frustrated. And I was actually watching Christmas Vacation, because this is December. And I was just thinking, and I wanted to get it done like in 15 seconds. So I just started coming up with ideas like, All Elite, that sounds pretty good. Let's try that. And it was available. So there's no big meaning to why All Elite Training came about. It's just, it was available on the domain name. And so the rest is history. So that's how we came up with the name All Elite Training. For those who do not know, and hopefully there's a lot of new people going to be tuning into this, I've been a trainer for over 20 years, and I've just been pound the pavement. And I mean that literally and figuratively. I go out and run with my clients. So I may be running 15 miles a day, and I'm on the floor here training from all ages, from 14 to, I've got some clients that go all the way to 89 and 90. I was just overloading my schedule, and excuse me, that mic, hopefully that wasn't too loud. I was overloaded in my schedule, and I was thinking, what am I wanting to do in the future here? What's next? And I've always been, and here's some nuggets of wisdom you can take with you, a big believer in you got to evolve or you become extinct. And I was thinking, I got to come up with the next logical step and what I'm doing with this whole training. And I cannot add more hours of the day, and I can't like duplicate myself. It was actually me and Gibson. We talked a lot about what we could do going forward. Like he's in a band, check him out, and went to one of his shows and had the whole gym come, and it was just something about that camaraderie. And I started thinking, what if we add more people on the floor? What if we build this kind of tight-knit family camaraderie and spread this out? It's just not me. And one thing led to another, and then we're starting to think, okay, what if we add different layers, not just personal training, different facets from the mental portions of getting fitter to the different aspects of athletics, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's swimming. I started thinking outside the box, like, why don't we bring this whole team in? Why don't we just try and bring a medical side into this? We started kicking around the idea, and from there, we're based out of Spartanburg Athletic Club. I took it to the owners and they liked the idea, but the same day I did that, I got another offer from another gym across town to do the same thing. So all of a sudden we went from this idea to like, oh crap, we're going to choose where we're going to go take this. And we got all this manpower now. And ultimately, to save you a dreadful, boring story, we're here at the athletic club and we started out with, I think, 14 people, and we have close to 14 now. We've had some people come and go, but it's a very tight knit unit. This starting in the fall,
Thing happened
overnight.
seemingly.
Overnight, we started talking about it in the fall. I presented the idea in December and we filed, we got all our paperwork, we got the contract signed here, we got all the people lined up, and we were rocking and rolling by January 9th, I believe. And we are in our 8th month now. So we're in the infancy, and it's that same method though. Everything we're doing, we're constantly pounding the pavement. Me and Gibson sacrifice every Saturday morning to do our 600 calorie class. We have new people coming in daily, signing up with their trainers, and I can get into talking about what we offer with the trainers and this whole camaraderie, because this isn't just like a regular gym atmosphere we're trying to create. I always say this to nauseam, count push-ups.
Yeah, this thing was born in between sets. You'd be training the client, I'd be taking a rest. There's conversation, there's dialect back and forth of who can we hire, who can we pull in, what can we do, where can we go, right? So yeah, it escalated so quickly because for so long there, we were just there hanging out, working out together, seeing each other in the gym and passing, and you guys that want more, we got to do something with it. This thing really did take shape in a short amount of time.
And with that, we've not lost sight of, I like what you said, in between sets. We have brought people in that we can trust. I'll go ahead and name them. Tony Wilson, IFBB Pro. He was my very first person I reached out to. I've known this guy for over 20 years, one of the best trainers in the upstate. And I said, I'm building a training team. You're my MVP right off the bat. I need you to come. And he was here. The last minute, Austin and Scholar, the dynamic duo, they just left out of here. They wanted to work out instead of watch this debut episode. They were last minute additions right for our first meeting, and they were such a great catch. I wouldn't say this to them, but they're definitely the best trainers in Spartanburg, in my opinion. I don't get Austin said too big, but they are definitely, they are fantastic. They were a great find.
You won't be able to fit on the camera if you do that.
No, it's already to that point.
But we scouted them out.
We scouted them out.
They exist. They showed up. They have a presence.
Yeah.
And they work hard.
That's our three that's really on the floor that we're sending like the day-to-day clients to. Gibson are branching out, doing more events. We're taking it to Walford College, some of the universities around here. When I say doing events, we do this little shameless plug, 600 calorie burn class that started in the winter at 7 a.m. And so we're taking it to Spartanburg and beyond. And it's funny when we show up, it's you and me, it's music and a whiteboard. And when we leave, people are posting it's the best time they've ever had. Something magic about that 600 calorie burn. We've been able to use that as a vehicle to get into a lot of places. And our big crowning achievement was the big one at Barnett Park. That was for suicide prevention. It's already up for a Reader's Choice Award. It's the best event. We had live music. We had a TV personality there. We were in and out in 2 hours. I would say it's a pretty good event.
We had close to 200 people show out, and we advertised, I think, for about 5 months.
No, 4
weeks.
weeks.
Excuse me, 5 weeks.
4 to 5 weeks. Like it was just like all elite fashion. Let's start a podcast. I text that to Jose at 1 o'clock today, and he was here too. So that's how we roll. So Gibson is with me on the special events, and we're really working to transcend the way things we do. We don't like to just be confined to the brick and mortar physical place of the gym. All elite training starts with the individual first, and that's where we want to offer you something mentally physically, heck, socially. We have outings. We'll have a movie night out here. We took the team. We went to the mountains. And it's not just the team. We include the people who train with us, the people that support us. It's it's a tight knit unit, but it's not an exclusive unit. That's why I wanted this podcast. We believe what we have is something special that we can share and people can improve themselves, hopefully, with some of these. I like to think wisdom. It might be used with knowledge sometimes.
Out of its gained through experience and time, right? And so much of that time is here. That social aspect of the gym develops, and that's your gym fan. That's your gym friends, right?
Exactly.
But it's concentrated to a single space. And so to be able to take that in different pockets and explore that and what that environment looks like elsewhere, man, there's a lot to be done there.
And it's, at least in this area of the upstate, we're in South Carolina, there's not anyone doing this kind of stuff. I just think this is a logical progression. There's a need for this feeling belonging to a fitness oriented institution. And it's not just, we're not trying to grab your monthly membership or anything like that. We want to expand this thing because we just, between us, we got close to 50 years in the gym. And the trainers, we have a nurse practitioner on staff. We have a senior fitness advisor that's been training close to 35 years. We're excited about some of the plans we've got coming with All Elite training.
Don't forget to join us Saturday mornings, guys, right here at Spartanburg Athletic Club. You want to burn those calories off, get the weekend started right. We're here at 7 o'clock. That is our bread and butter. That's that. You want to experience All Elite. You want to come see what you're made out of. Come join us Saturday mornings, bright and early. We know it's early. You work hard during the week, right? And start the weekend off right. Get some exercise in. Pay your dues for the rest of the weekend.
We mentioned the 600 calorie burn, and you can talk a little bit more about how that came about. You also mentioned the Still Young class. First off, the Still Young class, that about got me murdered because I called it the Senior Fit Circle. And we said 55 and up. And let me tell you what, people do not like to be called seniors. So we had to go right back to the drawing board. Let's call this something else. But I was not doing that as like a derogatory. I wanted everyone to know it's all ages that can come in. And I was really wanting to cater that to the Still Young. But we'll start with the 600 calorie burn. That was one of those things. When I launched this, I wanted something that my name's on the brand. So I wanted my own signature class, that my own style of working out, which I'm a marathon runner, endurance trainer. I wanted to just have a class that would just grind people down, take them to the brink. And then when they walk out, they feel like they're going to die. But when they walk out, they feel, wow, that was actually a great hour. And I believe we've managed to achieve that week in and week out. We just started with incredible numbers with that. And it's just grown ever since. We did take a little bit of a break in the summertime because of vacations and that kind of thing. But that's been like Gibson said, a bread and butter for us, because we're able to take the 600 calorie burn, go to downtown Spartanburg, go to Wofford College, go to any place. We could take it to a church. We could take it to the rail trail because there's no equipment set up. And it's also one of those things that everyone can enjoy. Everyone can enjoy. Some of the other classes, there's been some that's failed. Not everything that we've tried. We tried the barbell and beer class, and that was doomed from the start because apparently you can't advertise beer on a flyer, and people didn't know what to expect. That honest to good, like I had people ask me, do you have to drink beer before you work out?
I was going to ask you, do you start with the beer or do you start with the barbell?
People thought that you started with the beer and you had to work out at some level intoxication. We had
It was not intended to be a challenge.
Yeah, that barbell and beer lasted for about half a class. We had a class called Body Sculpt. I tried to make that again, as my creative sometimes gets in the way. It was noon on a Thursday. It was nothing against the instructor, but I wanted to make it like a Young and Restless vibe. So I made the flyer look like Young and Restless, and it was noontime. But the problem is when you're doing that, the people that like soap operas, they're going to watch their soap operas instead of coming working out. So my marketing was off on that. I should have put it not against the Young and Restless. That was my problem. I tried to run against the Young and Restless. That one also failed. But the shirts would have looked great if you're a Victor Newman fan. Yeah, like it was a cool concept, just wrong time. And the instructor was great. She just got cursed by a bad time slot. There was Pilates. Again, I think that was timing. Pilates was a great idea. Just you don't need to run a Pilates class against a yoga class. And North Gibson wants to do Pilates.
You got me doing the 600 calorie burn outside of the weightlifting. It's pushing me out of my element quite well. Somebody who prides himself on being in pretty good shape at 36 years old, I'm telling you, gives me a run for my money up there every Saturday morning on stage with you. So always happy to take part.
Absolutely. You do a great job out there. But those are some of the ones that does not work. Austin and Scholar did a Tabata class, and that went well. Now they've morphed it into a boot camp class, and they are finding their niche with the clientele in the athletic club. I think everyone's warming up to both of them. And by the way, if you're listening to this and you want to come try any of these classes, we're here at the Sparkburg Athletic Club.
Let's talk about seminars. What a great success we've had with those. Great turnout. We started off with veteran public speaker Trey Gowdy.
So
what way to kick things off?
We had a 4-week workshop with Trey Gowdy in March. That was one of the first events we ever did. We had all these corporate types coming in right after work. We had 60 people stuffed in the yoga room listening to Gowdy for an hour, and that was one of a kind. Like that kind of started off the seminars, and since then, every month we're trying to do at least one seminar a month. I've done a couple, and you're probably thinking, "Oh God, I don't know if I could have to listen to this, hear him babble for an hour." But we've had decent turnouts. We've had Camilla from Link Kitchen come in and talk about her triathlon experiences. I've got the legendary Colleen Miller coming in early September. That's the next PSA, by the way, to talk about her experiences training Olympic athletes with swimming. Again, folks, this is a gym doing seminars regularly.
Right.
And this is on top of, we're going to get you set up with your regular reps and count and all that, but let's also get together and let's work on this tool up here.
I think analyzing that philosophy and that gaining that perspective of why you're doing what you're doing just adds fuel to that fire, right? There's a discipline to show up, but there has to be that internal drive that's established, which you hit quite well on your seminar with the goals, right? What are my goals here? What are my individual goals, long-term goals, short-term goals? What are my reasons for showing up every day? Can't just be another 9 to 5 punch a clock obligation, right? Let's turn it into a real internal motivation. This is what I'm trying to do with my life goal, the direction I'm headed. Let's focus on that stuff. Let's analyze that mental side of things.
And that's it. With the gym, it's almost, I know a lot of, and I don't ever talk bad about any other fitness institution, whatever, they're doing their thing. It's let's get your money and turn you loose, even if you have trainers.
Sure.
But what is the goal with that? Are you just getting in shape to go to the beach? Or what are you getting in shape for? And why are you getting in shape? And I think so many people miss the boat. There's so much, you're only scratching the surface with doing the physical output. We want to take you from head to toe and within with all elite training. We want to give you every outlet to pursue your best self, not just your best physical self. Like, and when we talk about the goal seminar, it wasn't just strictly if you want to win a marathon, if you want to get in a weightlifting competition. It was financial goals. It was
Sure.
spiritual goals. It was ways to get to point A and get to point B and consistently work on that.
And those evolve over time. You see everybody in January, they show up with New Year's resolution. They're gone by February. That fire is very quick to burn out, and it doesn't really grow, and it is not really nourished properly to allow it to be able to sustain itself. And a lot of people burn out. It's unfortunate because in today's world and our sedentary jobs and lifestyles, people need that this industry side of things to be able to really have good lives.
Exactly.
Quality of life, right? It doesn't matter what age it is. It doesn't matter what your goals are. Do change, and they do evolve and continue to grow over time. So
And that's hitting the proverbial nail on the head with the quality of life. It
yeah,
doesn't matter how much you've saved if you don't have the physical tools to utilize it. You're going to go to waste. You got to consistently work on that, and that's also with the mental side of things. You got to be in tune with your body on the mental side, and that's with these seminars which you brought up.
sure.
Well, I really want to bring this to the forefront.
All three of us that have experienced black balsam up there in the Blue Ridge Mountains, right? And that's something that we took our training outside of this gym, push us out of our elements, and push us to different places. Maybe it has change the goals in mind, the directions that we're headed, what we think we're capable of, etc.
So yeah, that's one of the classes in a nutshell that we have offered. We want to strengthen these ties with the community. We've already gave to the Humane Society. We've already gave to the suicide prevention, which was huge. That was the Barnett Park. We're in the process of a big fundraiser for Spartanburg Shares. In the chamber, we're trying to connect the dots just to make this. We want to ingrain in the community and to raise the level, because the area we're at, Spartanburg, is really growing as a city. It's booming, and wellness is starting to become on everybody's mind. And our goal in the community, yeah, wellness is a buzzword, but do you really know what it's about? And all elite, we'll take the game to you. We don't wait for you to come to us. We will go to the community.
That's what's so great. We're mobile.
They call it the takeover for a reason.
Join the revolution.
The best of is it didn't happen just because we got on the ballot. We got some faithful people.
That's right.
Believing in us.
That's right. Good night.
September 9th at 6:30 p.m. in the yoga room at the Spartanburg Athletic Club. We will have an evening with Colleen Miller, legendary swim coach of Spartanburg. She's taught generations after generation Spartanburg community to swim, and the talk's going to be why swimming is such a lifelong sport, and she's going to talk about her endeavors with training babies all the way to Olympic athletes. And it's $5 for non-members, and if you're a member of the Spartanburg Athletic Club, you're going to be in for free. And also, there will be a drawing that night. You'll get one free lesson with Colleen, which is huge in itself, big value, because Colleen booked up for years on end. So join us 6:30 on September 9th, an evening with Colleen Miller.
Probably the big event of the year probably was the big one. Tell me a little bit about that.
Man, the big one at Barnett. Wow. That was the thing I kept put us on the map to begin with. There was the Gowdy event, but before there was the Gowdy event, there was this talk of the big one. And we're all losers around here, right? We had Valentine's night. We'd had nothing to do. We decided, let's just have a 100-calorie class on Valentine's, and I'm just joking about being losers. We obviously didn't have plans with anyone else. We wanted to work out. So with that being said, we had this Valentine's class, and 40 people showed up on Valentine's on a Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And we're like, wow, it was packed in there.
Yep.
And that's when the wheels start. That's when our best ideas happen, like just off the cuff. And I was talking to Kurt and Sue, the great people, and Sue asked me, could we do something with the suicide prevention similar to this? And I said, that's a great idea. And we started talking. This is obviously February 14th. I got back with her second week of March or so. Said, okay, book Barnett Park. Let's just try and sell some tickets to this thing and see what happens. And it just started picking up steam. We got advertisers. The Johnson Group was advertising huge for us. Wofford College was on board. We had Sherman Chiropractic College. We had some big names in the community, Bragg, Waste. They all pitched in, which was great. And we were able to like get close to 200 people there. And such a great night. Jamarcus from WSPA was our MC for the evening. We had Squirrel Level Road play. We had the legendary bass and Brandon kicking off for us. So we had pretty much a music fest followed by the 600 calorie burn, which to my knowledge had never happened at Barnett Park. You had this many people out there just doing jumping jacks, and we had a kids zone. We had different vendors, and the amazing thing, we did all this promoting, selling all this in about a month's time. And we were very proud of that. And we got a lot of news coverage from that. We were able to, on the morning show, I know we were here at 3 a.m. doing workouts. Christine, that was fun. But it was just a great evening. And the head of the Suicide Prevention Fund in South Carolina, very pleased, wants us. And we will be having the big one too, the end of March. So we'll get that date and the flyer put up. It was just a way to kick off. Hey, we're all elite training and we're here.
The fun day. Barnett Park is a big venue. 200 people is a great turnout, and we can pack more in there.
Our goal is to double the turnout each year. It's going to be trying to be an annual event. A lot of people came up to me in Gibson and talked about what a night. And I know all of us three sitting on Main Street at 1 a.m. reflected. Here we are. How fitting we're talking about that night. Us three in here on our first podcast. Look how far we came from sitting at that night talking about what's next. And a lot happens.
Yeah, it's only been
It's only been 8 months, but this was what? Mid-April, we're sitting there at 1 a.m. on a Thursday night. We're talking shop. We're just shooting the breeze. I didn't think we'd be doing a podcast.
Sure.
I didn't think we'd be winning best of. And we've done events since then. We've done different things since Barnett Park. We just keep trying different things outside the box. With the fitness industry, not everything's going to be a home run, but keep swinging and it will be.
We have fitness competition, weightlifting competition.
Oh, yeah. I forgot in 1 week, we had a seminar. We had a lifting competition for championship belts. We had the best of the night. Then we had a 600 calorie burn, a luau the night of, and then we went on a mountain retreat. So we're trying just to not just write on different sheets of paper, but cut down different trees to get that paper.
Are you ready for the lightning round?
Let's do it. I'm always ready for a
lightning
a lightning round.
It's time for the lightning round. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and you must answer these questions while impersonating Ric Flair. Mr. Gibson, would you handle the timer?
Sure.
You let me know when it goes.
Ready? Look up. All right.
Name the TV star that inspired your hairstyle.
Besides being with thousands and thousands of women, Andy Griffith was behind my hairstyle. Whoa! You can do the woo. I can't do the
Name your favorite night court bailiff, Roz or Bull?
bull.
Name your go-to meal at the Waffle House.
Hash browns.
Name the movie that makes you cry every time you watch it.
Homeward bound. I'm losing my root player thing here.
What are you better at, pickleball or poker?
Pickleball.
No, you did okay in poker.
Who would win in a cage fight, Freddy Krueger or Jason?
Let me tell you something. That's going to be Jason.
Name your favorite all-time professional wrestler.
I hate it for you, Rick, but by God, Brett the Hitman Hart.
Oh, man.
Name your go-to candy at Dollar General.
Sour Patch Kids.
Name your favorite catchphrase.
To be the man, you got to beat the man. Threw me off on that. Oh, good though.
All right, time's up. You have completed the lightning round. Congratulations. You have earned a fist bump.
Nice.
What's your final words here, Gibby?
I think we've got a lot coming down the pipeline. Our goal is to grow this thing, keep reaching out to this community, and we want that feedback. We need that feedback from the community to see what you guys want too. That's what's great about our team and really the depth of knowledge, et cetera, that we have, but ability and capability that we can use and be able to provide so much for so many different people. I want to start getting people out on hikes. We already ventured out a little bit weekend before last, and we have these beautiful mountains that surround us, and right to the north a little further. So we hit some of that AZ the week before last. Boots on the ground somewhere else. This is a beautiful place. It's growing rapidly. There's a lot to do here, right? We got these pickleball courts here outside. You guys want to get out here? You want to see what you're made of on that court too? Ping pong tournaments. What do you want to see? What can we do? What else can we provide that's fun for you?
I love that. That's one of my goals. All of our goals. We want to build this as a family, and we're very approachable. Come hang out with us. If you want to come on the patio and sit after a workout and just talk, let's do it.
Come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. That's Gibson hit the nail on the head again. We're very malleable. We're not dead set on this path. The path's going forward, but there's no way we can't color it in different directions and just keep adding. And I've had some terrible ideas. There's no bad idea. If you want something, if you want a crocheting class, hey, we can talk about it.
Just love success, right? And I think most people you want to win. Whatever it is you're doing, we want to win, right? Especially I got frustrated the other night at the ping pong table, right? I want to win. Doesn't matter what you
I didn't
win.
let you win.
No matter what the goals are. It doesn't matter what the
Right.
direction is. Let's have some success. I want to see some results, tangible results, actionable results. Right? Let's hit those goals. Let's keep pushing.
So I guess in a nutshell, what's the reason with this podcast? What's the reason with All Elite Training? I'm not on my high tower. Gibson's not on the high tower. We want to be in the trenches with you, and we want to help you succeed in any shape, form, or fashion that we can. And I believe if we put all our tools together, we can get there. Come join this journey with us, whether you're just tuning in, listen to a gal, or whether you want to come in and be a part of some of this stuff that we are really, it's just a catchphrase, join the revolution. We're trying something different here. We're trying to evolve daily. We're not just sitting back, like I said, count push-ups, clocking in, clocking out. We are wanting to see you succeed in life. And it's not always going to be right. We're not going to always get it right, but we're always going to try.
Adjust accordingly.
That's it.
In the gym, right? You're trying to grow. You got to go to failure.
Absolute failure.
Absolute failure.
Oh, those got some music he's going to hit. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
The phenomena, the gold standard, 600 calories, then it's the restore. We the ones, we the elite, all elite training by Justin Rollins. The revolution, join the revolution elite. Tony gonna terminate, Skylar taking over, Dawn absolute boss. The revolution, join the revolution elite. going to absolute failure. Jose taking it next level, Kate keeping it real. Big one at Barnett making history. The next level, we made the level. One-on-one, we the ones, we elite. Austin is the future, elite is the now. Justin Rollins and the best of the best there is, there was, there ever will be. Dawn, Gibson, Tony, Skylar, Jose, Austin, Martha, Justin, LFG. Stand for something, stand with us. Now is the time. The time is now. Join the revolution. 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 Tony gonna terminate. Skylar taking over. Dawn, absolute boss. The revolution. Join the revolution. Elite, all elite, all elite. Gibson is going to absolute failure. Jose taking it next level. Kate keeping it real. Big one at Barnett making history. The next level, we made the level. One-on-one, we the ones, we elite. Austin is the future, elite is the now. Justin Rollins and the best of the best there is, there was, there ever will be. Dawn, Gibson, Tony, Skylar, Jose, Austin, Martha, Justin, LFG. Stand for something, stand with us. Now is the time is now. Join the revolution.